Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our home cooking show with Chef Larcher.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. If this is your first time tuning in with us, we want to give you a hearty welcome and let you know that our show is focused on holistic health. We focus on the spiritual, mental, physical, and social health.
Yes, indeed.
And I want to take this time to introduce you to our staff. The star of our show is Chef Miguel. He is a vegan vegetarian chef that was trained classically and vegetarian cuisine in France and Martinique. He has been the owner of a vegan restaurant and has coached others in opening their own restaurant. And he is happy to be here with you tonight. And then we also have Miss Emily, and she is the teacher, sorry, of our SDA elementary school here in Grayling, Michigan, and she is the understudy for Chef Miguel tonight. And we also have a new team member, Mr. Garrett, or Pastor Garrett Morgan. There he is. Welcome tonight. He is the new pastor of the Rockford and Sparta churches here in Michigan, and he will be doing our spiritual nugget for tonight. And then I am your host, Nadine Larcher. I am a registered nurse. I will be doing the health nugget for you tonight, and I am also hosting in place of Pastor Benson, who is not able to be here tonight. So I will turn the show over to Chef Miguel right now, who's going to introduce what he's doing for us tonight.
Okay, so what are we doing tonight? I forgot. Do you know? What?
I
Yeah.
think tamales.
Okay, yes. Tamales. Tamales is what? It's Mexican love, especially during uh, Cinco de, yes. Your mic?
Oh,
Yes.
they're not on. I think
It's
it's
on.
green. Hello. Okay, I'll move it
Okay.
up a little bit. Sorry
For
about that. We're making tamales.
yes, and Cinco de Mayo, for Christmas, they love to do tamales also, isn't it? It's like a tamales is a traditional dish in Mexico, and so we're going to do it. It takes some time, but I think it's worth it, huh? It's worth it. At the end, it's just incredible. We make some tamales every Wednesday to at Nature's Nest tamales, so we have a different flavor. So the tamales today will be like with black beans tamales. There'll be a sweet
Okay.
potato tamales, and there'll be a soy chicken tamales.
Wow,
Yeah.
three different kinds. That
Yeah,
sounds
three
amazing.
different kind of tamales, and people really enjoy. There's somebody from Los Angeles, and he came by he bought tamales, and he went to the border, and he used to buy his tamales in the border of Mexico, and have, and he told us that this tamales is incredible. It's authentic. So today
Wow.
we're going to try to give you authentic tamales.
All right.
Okay, and most tamales have lard and everything. So this one is vegan, completely vegan, and
Okay,
so that's a
awesome.
good thing for those who love tamales. Okay, so we're going to start a little bit of this process before we go to the spiritual nuggets. This is soy curl. I think we could touch this under the class before the bean burritos, but it's okay to do it again. This is
Mhm.
dry texture soy curl.
Mhm.
So the best way to make it soft is put in hot water.
Mm.
So you see this one, dry soy curl. It's
Mhm.
just
It's
like a
really
piece,
crispy.
yeah, crispy. Go ahead.
Mhm.
And
Yeah. Mm.
and this one,
Crunchy.
and just like I put like 5 minutes in hot water, and
Okay,
this is already
that's
like
not
this.
long.
5 minutes hot water,
Wow.
and it's really nice texture, soft and ready to go. So
Awesome.
this we're going to use, and so it's already and the sweet potatoes. We bake it about, I would say, 40 minutes in the oven at 370, 400,
Mhm.
and that's what we have. Okay, so Emily, why don't you peel it and mash it quickly, and me, I'm going to,
Okay.
yeah, and you can take a fork and then, and
Oh, and mash it in here.
yeah, you can use
Or
this.
do
I'll
you
do
have
it.
to okay.
Yeah, okay. And me, what I would try, the tamales, you can leave it like this if you want to, the soy curl for the tamales, but I like it to chop it a little bit. Okay. Oh, this is incredible, huh? Look at this. Look at this, people. It's nice. That's why I like to bake it because it extract the sugar and it make it more sweet. If you boil it,
Mhm.
the sweetness go away. So, but by bake it, it concentrate the sugar into the sweet potatoes.
Okay, that's
If that
awesome.
makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it already feels like a Thanksgiving
yes,
sweet
it's
potato
incredible.
thing when
Yes,
you, I don't know.
it
Super
is. It
good.
is. Okay, so the soy curl, I'm going to chop the soy curl nicely there. We don't have to over chop it, just a little bit, so it
Okay.
can fit nicely into the tamales. Okay,
Okay.
just about 2 cups of soy curl will be perfect enough. Okay.
2 cups.
Yes, I'm going to put in a bowl. Let me find a bowl there. So yeah, this is good like
Yep.
this.
All right.
So
Sweet.
it's ready. This is one filling ready. You don't have to do a lot of things for it.
Okay.
It's just what we need. So I put this here. So this is ready.
Okay.
What else we need to prepare before the half nugget? Maybe if we assemble the masa together.
Sure.
So this is what we use. This is what we use for the masa.
Okay. So
Masa
this
flour
is
is a what is it?
yellow,
It's a yellow corn.
Amarillo.
Yes, amarillo. Okay, so this is what we have. So you can find this. Where can we find it? Any store really. Myers, you can find it, and
Okay.
Walmart, things like this. You can find it easy now. And the corn husk, the corn husk is good to. If you use it like this, it will be very hard to use. So we soak it in hot water.
Oh yeah.
Okay, in hot water about 30 minutes, 40 minutes in hot water, and this is what we get. So after you soak it, it's like a nice parchment paper. See, it's nice. It's easy to work with. It's moist, and so this is over here. And 40 minutes in hot water. Okay,
Okay.
sound good?
Yeah.
So
What-
so
gonna use this
let's
one?
yeah, we're going to use it after. We're
okay.
going to use it after
Okay.
the thing is ready. So let's start with the masa flour. Let's take about 3 cups of
Okay.
this. It's very easy to execute. Very easy. 3 cups of this
Okay.
of the masa flour. So she's using the masa flour. This is the same thing. She put it there. Okay. So 3
Excellent.
cups of that. You see, I bought in big quantity for my suppliers, so I don't have to buy the small bags. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then we're going to add about 1.5, like a pinch of sugar.
Sugar.
Okay, go ahead and put the butter, half a cup of. Go ahead, put half a cup of butter there. Okay, this is what we use Smart Balance. This is what you use. Okay, Smart Balance, half a cup of it, and she's going to try to scoop it up. It's kind of frozen. Yeah, you can use that if you want.
Oh, hey.
Okay?
I
Yeah.
didn't I missed the whole container
Okay.
of spoons.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's way better.
Yeah, I'll
Thanks.
tap it up for you there. Okay, so go ahead, put this in,
Okay.
and also we are going to use 1.5 teaspoon.
Just right in here.
Yes, go ahead there, and put 1.5 teaspoon of salt,
Okay.
and okay, and baking powder. You know something? I don't have the baking powder here.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's go ahead.
Baking powder goes in next. And
Okay.
you said how many teaspoons of salt?
And 1.5 teaspoon of salt,
1.5.
and 1 teaspoon of chicken sauce seasoning.
Okay. 1.5.
Okay,
And how much of this?
about 1 teaspoon.
A teaspoon. Okay.
Yes, 1 teaspoon of that, and then we're going to put
Good.
my secret ingredient is this.
Is this?
I'm going to reveal to everybody my secret ingredient. 1 teaspoon. This is 1 teaspoon. Yeah, it's in back. It's 1 teaspoon.
Is this your chicken stuff?
Yes, this is our chicken sauce seasoning. This we find it at the at the Nature's Nest. You can find it at the Nature's Nest. We call it broth seasoning. If you look for it, broth chicken at the Nature's Nest. Okay, so it's a really good chicken sauce seasoning. Okay, so now just mix this together first. Make it like you remember the pie course when it's sandy.
Yeah.
You mix the butter and the same thing. Okay,
It's
so
like
yes.
using my hands?
yes, use your. Did you put that one?
No, because I had, well, it was already kind of like.
Okay,
as
I'll
extra.
just put it there. I don't want to mix it there. Okay, okay, you can go ahead.
Lots of butter.
Okay, okay. So go
Okay.
ahead. And the thing I like to spice it up a little bit my tamales. So I put like a little a pinch of cumin seeds. Okay, a pinch of cumin seeds. Yeah. So you give it like a extra flavor. You know, cumin is used a lot in Mexican cuisine and coriander cumin
Right.
and cilantro. So why not put it into the tamales, the masa itself? Okay. if that makes sense.
That's awesome. So what's the difference between like the seed and the powder?
Okay, the seeds, actually the seed is fresh, is you have a the oil is still concentrated in it, so there is a bold flavor. The powder is less flavorful. You have to put a lot more, and to have equal this, okay? And I rather use the seed most of the time, but there is a place for the powder. You incorporate fast into your preparation, so you don't have to really work it as that much, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to put this here, the corn puree. Let's take this one, the cream of corn. Yes. So we can just put a cup in this for now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then go and mix it with some water. Yes. Oh, your hands. Yes, you can use that one. Go ahead. You can use your hand also.
Okay.
Are you okay to use your hand? I think so. I think you're okay. Okay, so now we're going to put about a little bit of water. Cold water, because we don't want to melt the butter inside, so we use cold water, just like the pie course. Okay. About 3-4 cups of water. I don't measure it. It's like you need to have a consistency, like a mashed potatoes consistency, something like that.
Oh, mashed potatoes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. And yeah, you can, if you think you want to use your hand, you can go ahead. Yes, okay, yes. So you can feel it actually.
Yeah. It's really.
How is it?
I mean.
Just a little bit. That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never made these before ever, so I have no idea what it's supposed to feel
So
like.
yes, like a nice puree of mashed potatoes. That's coming back quickly.
Pureed mashed potato. Okay. Have you guys ever had pureed mashed potatoes? Okay, me neither.
How is it?
I don't know what pureed mashed potato feels like. How's
It's
that?
a little dry. Okay, we can put a
Okay.
little bit of corn again. Okay, I gave you guys the
corn,
recipe. So
nice.
the recipe is exactly you will most of the time if it's too wet. If
Slimy. I don't know if I like that one.
so you doesn't feel good, I guess.
Not so good.
Okay. So if it's not too wet, just let it sit a little bit, and it will absorb, because the moisture of the corn, the masa, will absorb all the moisture there. So
Okay, that's cool.
you absorb all the moisture. So if it's too wet, don't worry about it. You can
Okay.
always put a little bit of masa, or just let it rest a little bit. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And I think
that
this
does
is great.
More like puree. You like
Yeah,
it?
I think it's great. I don't want to put hold my hand. It's so sticky. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay. Something like this texture.
All right.
Do it more wet, but I like this texture. I think it's fine. And if it gets too dry after the half nugget or the spiritual nugget, we can just put a little bit of more masa inside. Okay.
sounds
Actually
good.
more corn. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess we're done for now. We'll let we give the time to go ahead to the spiritual nugget. The spiritual nugget. Time for the spiritual nugget. I guess they were not ready for me to stop.
And now
right
we will have our spiritual nugget by Pastor Garrett Morgan. Thank you, Pastor.
Hey there, everybody. My name is Pastor Garrett Morgan. Thank you so much for the introduction. And over the past 5 shows, we have been going through the creation life study guides, and that's produced by Advent Health, and they're scientifically researched and biblically based to improve your health and well-being. The past few weeks, we've gone over some great topics such as rest and environment and activity and trust and things like that. But tonight, we're going to be talking about interpersonal relationships and just how important that is, not just for your spiritual health, but the holistic health, because that's what this show is all about. But before we get started, it's always good to have a word of prayer. So let's go ahead and do that before we begin. Father, Lord, we just thank you so much for this time that you've given us to come together and learn more about how we can become not just healthier people, just physically, but Father, spiritually, emotionally, just our entire being that you've created in your own image. And Lord, tonight, as we learn about relationship, We ask that you would bless us as we study. We pray in your name. Amen. You know, for some of you, personal relationships might come really easy. Maybe it's something that you think might come naturally. Maybe having a relationship with somebody, whether it's a friendship, whether it's somebody at work or like that coworker relationship, whatever it may be, maybe that's more of a challenge to you. But no matter if it's more of a challenge or something that you think may come easy to you, we can always use some coaching. And the great thing is that the Bible actually talks to us about how to have better relationships with each other and even with God. John chapter 13, verse 34 puts it this way. Jesus says, a new commandment I give to you. And then it says that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this, all will know that you are my disciples if you have love one another. If you didn't catch it the first time, Jesus says it a few times. The basis of relationship, at least a healthy relationship, whether it's with your spouse, whether it's whoever's around you, is love. Love is so important. Of course, we know in the Bible in First John, it mentions that God is love. It's synonymous that God is love. And the basis of these relationships that God wants us to have with others is based upon that word of love. But love requires more than just one person. Love requires multiple people, right? And it says this in Ecclesiastes chapter 4. The question in the lesson says, did God design us to be alone? Now, before we get to Ecclesiastes, we'll get there in a minute. But if you go back to creation in Genesis chapter 1, God is having a conversation with his son and with the Holy Spirit. And he says, let us make man in our image. When you get excited about something, you want to share it with somebody, don't you? Whether it's going fishing, whether it's something that you enjoy doing, maybe something that you saw in your day, maybe you got a promotion at work, maybe something happened that's been rough and you just want to share it with somebody. In order to share it and have that meaningful relationship, there has to be somebody, obviously, on the other end of it. In fact, it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 and 10, it says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion. But woe to him who is alone when he falls, for he has no one to help him up. So God wants us to be that companion, to be that person for the other individual or the other people in those relationships, and they can be that for us. It's not good for man to be alone, the Bible says. You even see this with Jesus. When Jesus is going through the most difficult time on this earth, we see him in Gethsemane, right? And he's about to go talk to his Father about the crucifixion that is awaiting him, the pressure that's being put upon him. He needs to talk to his Father, but he also asks his disciples to pray for him as well. So this relationship that we have with others is also a relationship that we have with God, because we need to care enough about people that we actually pray about them, pray for them, pray for what they need. It's not good that man should be alone. Two is always better than one. In fact, the Bible has a lot of different verses to talk about how we treat certain people, whether it's your child. It says in the New Testament, fathers, provoke not your son into wrath. How to treat your wife or your husband. I also like what it says here in the commandments. It's the first commandment with promise in Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. It says this, honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land, which the Lord your God has given you. Now, I know that for some of us, it might not be a possibility to have a relationship with our parents. Maybe they're not around us. Maybe they have passed on. But God wants us to have an honorable relationship with even our parents. And we even see that when Christ was on earth. When Christ was in the midst of his crucifixion, he made sure that his mother, Mary, was going to be taken care of. We find that in John chapter 19, starting in verse 26. It says this, and imagine, Jesus is on the cross. He's going through the worst turmoil that humanity can know, physically speaking. Spiritually, all of the weight of sin is being crushed upon him. Jesus is struggling. And in the midst of this struggle, he sees his mother there, and his mother is watching all of this takes place. And Jesus has the care and the love that we talked about just a minute ago. He has that kind of love in his heart in the midst of all of that tragedy and despair and hurt. to think about his mother's future. And it says this in John 19, verse 26. It says, when Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved, being John, standing by, he said to his mother, woman, behold your son. Then he said to the disciple, or to John, behold your mother. And from that hour, the disciple took her to his own home. So even in the midst of all of that pain that Jesus was going through, he wanted to make sure that his mother was going to be taken care of. Now, this might be something that you want to take into account of with your mother or your father or a friend or someone that's important to you. But the point is that Jesus cared enough about this person that he put himself aside and the care for that person above all else. Relationship is always others centered. That's the relationships that we see Jesus a part of when he was on this earth. But usually, now this isn't always the case, but for me anyway, I have a great relationship with my mom and my dad. Like that, it's really easy for me to honor my father and my mother. Now, it might be more difficult for you. Maybe you've even had to put a boundary up with your father and mother. I don't know. But sometimes we have relationships with people that aren't necessarily positive. You might even call them, well, enemies. And Jesus even talks about how we treat our enemies. It says this in the Sermon on the Mount, the greatest sermon ever preached. It says this in Matthew chapter 5. Jesus quotes an old tradition from the Old Testament. And this is what he says. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. Seems like a natural thing to do, right? I love my neighbor. I love my friend. I love my family. But when it comes to my enemy, yeah, I hate them. That's the natural, sinful way to look at it. And it makes sense to us. But Jesus says something different. He says, but I say unto you, and here's this word again, love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. Do good to those who hate you. And pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you. Now, this isn't saying that we set ourselves up to be hurt again, but it is saying that we love our enemies enough that we pray for them and that we care about where they're going to spend eternity. Now, this is way easier said than it's done. This isn't natural. This isn't something that we just naturally do in and of ourselves. This is only possible through the power, and I say the love, which in fact are the same thing, the power and love of not yourself, but of God. If you want to have positive and healthy relationships, we're going to have to remember that God is going to be the basis and the foundation for all of those relationships. You know, I've had a lot of broken relationships in my life. I've had enemies. I've had people that I don't get along with. And I found that the common denominator for all of those broken relationships is me. You see, I have a problem. My problem is that I tend to love myself more than everybody else. And what Jesus is trying to get across here is if you want to have a healthy relationship, if you want to be able to share with somebody, if you want to love your enemy, all of these things, then you're going to have to put yourself aside and let me come in and show you what love and relationship is really all about. But you might be asking yourself, okay, so I understand this whole love thing, but what if somebody is just treating us badly? Well, Jesus talks about this in Matthew 7, still the Sermon on the Mount there that we quoted just a minute ago. It says in Matthew chapter 7, he says this, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophets. This is the classic golden rule, right? You know, it's interesting. Whenever somebody wrongs us, whenever somebody gets mad at us, whenever somebody does something against me, I want justice, right? I want the judge to throw the book at them. I want them to get what they deserve. But when I do something wrong to somebody else, I want grace, right? I want forgiveness. I want to be treated nicely and with mercy. If we want to be treated nicely and with mercy when we mess up, because it's bound to happen, we're bound to make a relationship mistake now and again. In fact, probably more often than that. But if we want to be treated with mercy, then it's important that we realize that treating others with mercy and love and forgiveness is really important. This is what the golden rule is all about. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This isn't karma. This is God saying we need to treat other people with respect and, here I'm going to use that word again, with love. But we mentioned another word there, forgiveness. It's impossible to have a healthy relationship without forgiveness. Because if you have a friendship with anybody, you'll know that there's going to be disagreements, there's going to be wrongs, and that's not necessarily an end of the relationship. And if we don't talk about those wrongs that take place, whether it's in a marriage, whether it's in a co-working relationship, whether it's in a friendship, whatever it may be, if we don't have healthy communication about those things that are negative, then those things are going to build and build and build until it gets, well, ugly, right? And Jesus here says that it's important to talk about those things, not to just let them build up, not just ignore them, or not to just leave, but he talks about forgiveness. And it says this in Matthew 6:14. It says, if you forgive men their trespasses, will also forgive. It's very possible
Hey, hi everybody. Okay, so um, so we ready? You ready for the next steps? So this is what the masa is. The masa look like. So it's nice. You see this?
Yeah, we had to add a little bit more
Yeah,
water.
and we put the baking powder, by the way. We add the baking powder into these things. We went to pick it up and we have it. Okay, so there is baking powder in it, about 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. So now we're going to make the tomatillos.
Okay.
I have the can of tomatillos they sell. Is just the tomatillos they blend. You can have the fresh tomatillos. If you have the fresh tomatillos, what I will do, I will just roast it on the fire to get a nice roast, a nice burn, nice thing. So it be
Burn them.
charred and everything. So you have a nice flavor, you know.
Okay.
And so I will put it. Then I will blend it. Okay. So this is the. This is what we buy for the rest for the cafe. So okay, so you're going to put a cup inside of just we're not going to fill it because this is I put half a cup. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a small thing, and
This is too
I'm going to put we're going to put some serrano. Okay, I'm going to keep the cedar. It'll be very spicy with the seed, but
Yeah.
this
Are
is
you
what.
gonna keep it?
Yes, I keep it in.
Okay. Then it goes spicy
Okay, so
tonight.
the serrano in.
Wow.
You can put a little bit more serrano in.
Serrano pepper. Okay.
Put a little
More
bit
of
of
this?
yes tomatillos, and
Okay.
we're going to put some lime juice. You can put some lime zest also, a little bit of lime zest if you want to. Just
I mean more.
yeah, you must un poco, un poquito.
Wow.
Yes, sí,
Okay,
sí.
muy bien.
Okay, muy bien, muy bien.
Okay.
Okay, voila, voila, voila.
Lime
Okay,
juice.
so
Awesome.
okay, you have to squeeze this one also for me.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's put some lime juice in this. Okay. And then after this, we're going to add maybe a pinch of salt. Okay, just a pinch of salt. Yeah, I forgot what we usually do.
Roll it.
We roll it.
I've been doing that at
Yes,
home.
you have it.
It's
Yes,
so
yeah,
much
okay, that's easier. And
Yeah.
we didn't do this. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of cilantro, just like that.
Okay.
We put some, while you're working your hands and muscles, stretching these
Grip
things,
strength,
grip
man.
strength. Yes. Okay, so and after this,
Okay.
let's put some garlic, a few cloves of garlic in, like
and
this.
this whole
Yeah,
thing?
you can put the whole thing,
Alright.
and that's it. We had
Awesome.
the tomatillos. Tomatillo,
How many cloves of garlic did you put in
salsa.
there? Oh, nice.
At the other side.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. Well,
We were-
this is live.
think
Let
I'm
me
still
drink
in
some
sleep
water.
mode.
Yeah. Okay.
I
You
was
can.
thinking about the garlic. It wasn't even.
So you can press it on this the bulletproof
Okay.
there.
All right. Oh, it's a magic bullet. No, I've never used one of these before.
Yeah, just press on it and it will be.
Just press down?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay,
Is that good?
I think it should be fine. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it looks like it's blended.
Is this good?
I mean, yeah. What do you use these for?
Yeah,
Use these
that's
for
beautiful.
like little drinks and stuff.
Yes,
too?
you can do your smoothie. You can do everything. We're advertising this thing right now.
I know.
I don't want to taste it. It's
Shopping channel.
probably very strong, so I want to taste it. I would just say, you want to taste it?
I mean,
It's
is
up
this
to you.
Like, is this like what you call it? The
Russian penicillin.
yeah, the Russian penicillin.
Yes, a little
juice,
stronger than that.
Health juice.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, I
just
have.
give you.
You gonna? You try it?
It's amazing. It's good.
Okay,
Actually,
awesome.
it's fine with the lemon, the lime juice.
gonna try
Just take away some of the heat. It cut off the
Because of
heat,
the-
so I don't
I
think
mean,
it's
but
too
you're
bad.
used to really hot things.
But the flavor is right on.
I'm scared.
I love the flavor of it.
Oh wow, but that's hot.
Yeah.
That is hot. Wow. I can still. It's yeah.
Yes,
I
but you
feel
have
it.
good flavor, right? That's
It is really good flavor.
Okay, then can you still working through the process
Yeah,
then?
we're good.
Okay,
Yep.
well you wanted to
I
try
took
it.
a
That's
little
good.
tiny taste.
Okay, so let's make let's work on the now the soy curl. We need to season the
Okay.
soy curl, so we're
Okay.
going to put go ahead and put cut it in half.
Do you
Where's
have
your
another
knife? Here, your knife
Sorry.
is here. Yes, here.
Oh,
I have
okay.
your knife here.
Thanks.
Forgot to give it. Okay, here.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks.
yeah, some
I
water
need-
for
I
you.
need like some.
Okay. Just
I don't want it to plain water that'll.
okay. So you take the knife, take this, and in the meantime, I'm going to chop some garlic.
Okay. Am I doing this whole onion? I wasn't paying
Well, you
attention.
can cut it. No, we're
Half?
going to do half and then a quarter of that.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't need. It's just for this little amount of
Oh, okay.
little bit of
So
garlic.
just a quarter, so half of this.
Yeah, half of that.
Okay.
Yes. No, do.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
forget.
Okay, Emily.
I know.
Oh, no.
Been
We
too
need to
long.
cut onion every cooking classes.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
This is how I do it at home. Okay,
Okay.
so this way.
Yeah, this way. Yes.
I already quartered it the
it's
other way. Sorry.
It's all right. Okay, so
Don't
you can
tell
put it there.
anybody.
Yeah, I will tell the chef about it.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so dice it.
So, but I hadn't
Yeah, it's fine. You can do whatever. Yeah.
do whatever.
Yes. And after you can chop it, just chop it nicely. Okay,
Okay,
so
sounds good.
I have the garlic ready, and we're going to put some green onions. So the skillet is hot already. So going to put a little bit of olive oil,
Okay.
and you're going to put into the skillet. Let's do actually let's work double. So the beans, we're going to do the beans also at the same time. So we're gaining some time. Okay. So
Okay,
I'm
so-
going to put the skillet twice. 2 skillets here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take some for the beans also.
Okay.
Half of for the beans. There is one here. So we're
Yeah,
going
this
to make
wasn't as pretty.
because it's black beans to put it to tamales.
Uh-huh.
So we want to have some black beans. So I have the canned beans because many people don't have time to cook beans. Okay, as long as you have low sodium, this is very low sodium. So you rinse it well, and
Okay.
then you have this a can of beans, of black beans, and here we go. Okay, so go ahead, put in your skillet. Any other skillet you choose.
Okay, the
I'll take
little one?
the other one.
I'll just do the little one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so as soon as you when you saute enough, you can put you can go ahead and put do you want a spoon? Okay, you can use that.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm going to give you some poblano, a little bit of poblano. I think poblano goes well. It's Mexican, so let's go all the way in. So little poblano, and I'm going to put serrano pepper also. Okay.
Okay.
And remember, when we use spices, we want to put the spice before we add any liquid to it. If we put the liquid, the oil will not be released from the spice, okay? So it's
Dry.
important. So we can use
but
some
like-
cumin seed into your soy curl.
In-
About
In here? Wait, what?
no, into the
Oh,
the
into the-
skillet.
Oh.
Put like about half a teaspoon of it. About half a teaspoon. We're using about 2 cups of soy curl. So half a teaspoon of this.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
teaspoon?
that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
And then you're going to put your soy curl inside. Let's put some smoked paprika just to give it like a little smokiness, and add some nutritional yeast flakes and the chicken stock seasoning.
How much do you do?
Paprika, put a quarter of a teaspoon, just a little bit, just for flavor. We don't have. It will not. Even if you put more, it will. Put a little bit more. Just we want to have enough flavor to it.
Okay.
Just put that, like that. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 So go ahead now. Put your soy curl. Then after put a teaspoon of nutritional
Teaspoon,
yeast
yes.
fix. I'll put a tablespoon of nutritional yeast fix and a teaspoon of soy broth. Okay.
And all
the
of
chicken.
this goes in
Yes.
there, right?
Okay. So a tablespoon of nutritional yeast fix and a teaspoon of chicken style seasoning. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Says
add some
pepper.
of this for you, some poblano, about half a cup of poblano. Okay.
Okay. Half a cup of
So that's look good already. It's okay. The smell is awesome. So that's what we want. Okay, I'm going to add some. I'm going to do the
really
black
good.
beans at the same time. So the black beans,
Okay.
basically the onions, just like the soy curl, we're going to put the onions there also.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 3 cloves of garlic chopped for your soy curl. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I'm going.
Wow.
I'll give you another one. Maybe it's 4 cloves of garlic.
Is this what you do with your tamales every week?
Yes, every week.
This is
So
amazing.
yes, so we make this beautiful tamales on Wednesday, and
Thank you.
yes.
More garlic. Yay.
Did you put you put the soy curl? And I mean
Yeah,
like
I
the
put
broth?
the-
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Chicken
And I have like some taco seasoning, so we can
Okay.
put some taco seasoning
Sounds
just for taste. Okay.
Yeah.
About a tablespoon
Okay.
of taco seasoning.
Beautiful.
Nice. So the camera can see this. Oh, they see everything there. This camera, you see that? Okay,
Wow.
perfect. So I'm going to add some garlic into the beans now.
Okay.
So the onion is being sautéed in the skillet. So we're going to add some garlic in the beans. Okay, go ahead and taste the soy curl to see if it's enough seasoning.
Okay.
And from time to time, stir this thing for me so it doesn't burn on me. Is it enough salt? See like this? We didn't put salt, but we have the taco seasoning, but I don't know if it's enough salt and the chicken style seasoning
I
in it.
mean, I don't know.
You like it?
I like it a lot.
Okay.
I'm really bad at like telling salt, so.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry, I didn't stir yours yet.
It's okay. I use that like this. Okay. So I'm going to put some scallion. Okay, some scallion into the beans,
Okay.
and you can add it also. We can always
Do
put
you-
it some. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. You can put some in there. You can put in the beans.
How much am I putting in the whole can?
The whole can. Yes.
Okay. In your skillet, right?
Yes, in the skillet.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
If you don't mix it with a soy curl, you go
I
in the
know.
same place anyway. So
Oh, okay.
okay. So scallion into the beans, and we're going to add some cilantro also. The cilantro will go well with we're going to put cilantro on both the cilantro on the beans and
Oh,
the cilantro
awesome.
on the soy curl. If you
Okay.
don't like cilantro, many people don't. Some people might not like cilantro. It tastes like soap in their mouth, but you don't have to add it. You know, it's not
No.
necessary.
No,
okay?
but just keep eating it because it'll grow on you.
Yeah.
'Cause I used
you
to
were
think
like
it
this?
was soap.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it's
so
so
you
good
guys
now.
heard that, huh? There
Yeah.
is chance that you can be off from this, not liking it.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to like it.
So good.
Yeah. Okay.
Even plain now.
Really? Oh, I forgot to put some cumin into. I have the powdered cumin, so I'm going to put the
Okay.
powdered cumin instead of the seeds, so we go faster.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a little
Probably
bit of
should stir the other one too.
nutritional yeast fix,
Okay.
and also
The
chicken seasoning.
broth.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's perfect. So now let's stir both things. Yeah, yours is ready. And now
Wow, it
what you
smells
want to do, you want to
so
crush it. You want to take a because you want to make it like not like
Oh,
a
yeah.
fried beans, but you want to
Yeah.
just like that. Okay.
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 Awesome.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. I think this is ready. I put this aside. This is nice. The soy curl tastes good. I'm going to put a little bit of serrano pepper in the soy curl. In the beans actually, into the beans, just to give it a little spiciness of it.
Okay.
I like
More serrano.
I like
pepper,
a little bit of heat.
huh?
Yeah. So I put a little bit of heat there. Okay, with the seed, everything out. Oh man, with the seed. That's incredible. I think you like it.
Don't like wipe your eyes or anything.
Yes, I need to wash my hand after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's good, Emily. I think you can turn it off.
Okay. Whoops.
Let's try to see for the salt. Okay, let's try for the
That
salt
little
content. We don't want it to be bland. We want to be sure that there is no salt in it.
Oh yeah, right. I think you may have to test that.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Mine ends up just being really bland usually.
Yeah, that's beautiful there. That's beautiful.
Is that enough?
Give your hand. Go this side so the camera can.
What's that?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
'cause I'm in the way. I'm sorry. It's my left-handedness, I think.
This is really good.
The
I really
beans?
like it. Yes,
Awesome.
I think it's great. Wow, there's nothing to add to it.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, I can't wait to try this. This looks amazing.
Now we need to.
Are you guys doing this at home like this? Devin, I want to know how many people have made homemade tamales like this.
Yes,
like, I
it-
never have done this.
Yes,
ever.
it'd be nice to know how many people have done tamales before.
Yeah.
Many people are scared to do it because it takes so much work. But
Yeah.
my tamales go fast. As long you can prep all those things the day before, you know.
Yes, yeah.
All
This
the
is
prep
pretty
the day
fast.
before, even the masa, you can make it the day before, okay? And then assemble everything the next day, and you don't have so much work.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you can put some Mexican music. You can put a nice hymn music with Mexican
Why
flavor in
don't
it.
we have
And
Mexican music going?
yes, exactly.
You
And
better have this going at home. Some of you
yes.
guys,
yes,
I
exactly.
want that now. That's a good
Yes,
idea.
and then you can enjoy your time and make some tamales and have
Yes.
all the family together make tamales and enjoy it. It's a wonderful experience there. So
That's
we have
awesome.
everything there. So
Okay.
if the camera can show all the things for the tamales, we have the sweet potatoes. We have everything there, and we have the beans. We have everything ready for it. Our tamales is about to be
Beautiful.
the tamales is about to be assembled, and then let's put everything that we don't need
don't
in this
need.
corner.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Okay. So you good?
I think so. What was this from? I'm gonna put this in the sink. Okay. All right.
Okay. So now, should we assemble everything, or we have the health lecture before? What we do? Okay. We can. Let's assemble. Okay.
Since it's
Let's assemble.
ready
So
to
after
go.
this, we can show you the end product. We can start
Okay.
assembling, and after that, we just show them. Okay. Here.
Okay.
So the masa.
So where do you get these? You can get
Okay,
these
this
like in
this
a normal
yes, you can
store as well.
yes, you can get it
Doesn't
at a
have to
normal
be.
store. They sell it now almost everywhere.
Okay.
Yes, they sell it. You won't have difficulties to find this.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
Now, so let me take a spoon for you, a spoon for me. I usually use the ice cream scoop for when I do for the business. The
Oh,
reason
an
why,
ice
so we
cream
can
scoop is a good idea.
yeah, because it's the same level every time for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So what I like to do, I take a piece of the corn husk,
Okay.
and I just
Oh, smush it.
smooth it like this. Okay, spread it on top. Okay, you don't want
It's
to
not
go
at
on
the
the bottom
bottom.
there.
Okay, so,
So
it's
you
gonna
go
be
on
up
top.
here.
Yes,
Ah!
up here.
What happens if I have like a cut or a tear?
Oh, it's fine. We
That's
can
okay?
always use another corn husk when we fold it
Okay.
to keep it from leaking. Okay.
Is this enough, or do I need more?
Yes, should
That's
be
enough?
fine. Yes.
Okay.
And you just pepper thin layer. You see. And if it does stick in about, if
Yeah.
you can just put hot water, you can put hot water. Let me give you some
Oh,
water.
okay. Yeah, it's
You know, like an
it's
ice cream
sticking a
scoop
little
and
bit.
everything. Yeah, you can just put some hot
yeah.
water there. You can shake it nicely.
Okay.
Okay. And after we come back from the health lecture, we can we can make a Pico de Gallo, and so they can add it. Okay.
Okay,
So that gives you
awesome.
something to do. Okay. Okay, a little.
I don't
It's
know.
not very successful, but we're coming together. We get okay. Okay, keep going. He's coming along. I have faith in
no.
you. I know you're coming out.
I mean, it's just sticking.
Okay, so I have this one there. I keep going until you're ready for yours.
I'm gonna make like 5 to my 1.
Oh, I make that every Wednesday, you know. So it's like,
That's true. Maybe 10 to my
if
1.
if it's too small like this, sometimes what I do, I just
Yeah.
overlap and make
Oh.
it two. Okay.
Is this pretty? Like, is this too thick? Like it's got to
No.
be pretty thin, yeah? Or
Yeah,
no?
pretty. No, it's fine. I think I like it. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so let's do another one before we
It's
do.
easier to do
Let's
with
do
my
one more.
hands.
Do 2 more, and then I will do 2 more, and then we can fill it up, and
Me-
then
You
okay.
want me to do 2 more?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can do 1 sweet potatoes, 1 black beans,
Oh,
1
yeah,
black
yeah,
beans
yeah.
and sweet potatoes, and 1 chicken.
Okay, awesome.
So they can see all the different mélange
What does that mean?
blend.
Oh. I know I've read it in a book. I don't remember what it means.
It's a French word for me.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I do say in Hispanic different.
Mezcla? No, like a
mezcla.
mix?
Ah, yes.
I don't
mezcla.
know.
Mezcla. Okay.
Somebody help me. I don't know.
That's wonderful.
Melange.
Mélange. Okay. I have another one. That's awesome. The masa look good
Oh my
actually. I like the
goodness.
texture. I like the
Yeah.
It's
Good.
just what we want. Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay 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 ay.
Oh, this is like a baby one. Oh, I should have done like 2 side by side, right? Is this too small?
No, it's fine. No. I think it's a good size.
Oh,
there. Yeah.
okay.
Everybody's
Alright.
saying this. Everybody. Okay, the camera is on. Everything
This
went
is
in. Was it
wider.
off the camera a little bit? No. Okay. Yeah.
Oh. That's
Okay.
good. Oh, there we go.
So I
like
hope
a
that I
fan.
hope they have fun. Like we have fun doing this. You know, it's not a chore. It's just like enjoy your experience in the kitchen. When you come in the
Right.
kitchen, don't say, "Oh, I have to cook again." No, find something interesting to do.
Yeah.
Nice things, and spend a day to do some fun cooking fun. You know, on a Sunday if you don't. But the day you have off day, you know, usually you have 2 days off. So take 1 day to say, okay, I want to have some creativity in my, and that's
like that.
my self care. You know. When I feel not well and everything, I like to go in the kitchen and create things, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, or baking stuff, you know. So it's a good self care.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have you have 3, I have 3, so we can
Kind of.
we can do it. You ready?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Okay.
I know you're ready.
This
Okay.
is not pretty. Oh, I guess yours isn't like doesn't have to be perfect.
No,
I
it
know
don't have
this.
to be perfect.
I
You
know
know, when
this,
it's
but-
cooked, nobody will know. Nobody. Actually,
So
they will say, "This is amazing tamale. This is so good."
As long as there's not like a huge
Yeah.
chunk of this in like,
Yes.
as long as it's spread out, right?
Yes.
You're gonna
Yes.
bite into
Yes.
a big chunk. Okay, we're good.
Okay, so
Alright.
I do 1 chicken,
Okay.
just the chicken itself. Okay, like that.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's just kind of like in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle. And the tomatillo. So you see the tomatillos we did. So I'm going to put it
Yeah.
like this. Oh, this is amazing. And now my secret ingredient, the key lime sauce. You can buy it at the Nature's Nest.
Uh-huh.
But sorry, everybody, I can't tell you what is it. It's a green sauce. It's a green sauce.
Very
so the
good.
key lime is a green sauce. It's made with fresh herbs like that. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so you go ahead and put. Oh, sorry. I give you some of
Thank
that.
you.
And then after this,
Yeah.
we
Sorry.
want to bring it like this, kind of overlap it just like that. You see, and then put it on top.
Like
And if yes,
this.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine.
No,
And
how did you
yes,
do
you
it?
can do it like this. Yes, that's perfect. And just like that.
Oh, and then you're gonna okay.
And this way like this, and then fold it. Then it's ready.
And this comes up,
Yeah.
and then what do you do? Turn it over?
Yeah.
So it doesn't like. Okay.
Okay, perfect. And we put it in the steamer. The steamer, we put it for at least an hour in the steamer. Okay, so what I have here,
Okay.
I have a pot with just a, how do you say that? Something,
Like a little metal stand in the
yes.
bottom. I don't.
Okay,
I'm
so
blanking, I'm sorry.
what I use also, I can use, if you have anything like this, something to isolate the water from a steamer, okay?
Yeah, like something you put in the bottom of an
Yes,
Instapot
yes,
or
okay.
like a little,
Yes,
little
correct.
tray. Okay.
Yes, and then you put it there, and it take
Okay.
about 45 minutes, so to an hour. So make sure you wash the water that doesn't evaporate and dry. So you have to make sure you have to refill the water every time, okay?
Okay.
So okay, let's do the rest. Let's do this other one,
Okay, cool.
and you cover it and let it cook for 45 minutes. But
Covered for
first,
45. Okay.
so the next one I will do the black beans first. One black
Okay.
beans.
Okay.
Go ahead, take a spoon here. Do the same thing.
Okay.
Just like that. Okay. just black beans, and we do the same thing, tomatillos
Okay.
and key lime sauce,
Okay.
and just bring it together, just like that.
Ah, that's the part. Wait.
Huh?
You were so fast.
Okay,
I-
I'm so sorry.
No,
Okay,
you're fine.
good.
You're fine. So, it's
Ah,
falling
it's
apart.
alright. It's this one. Don't worry about this one.
Okay.
And even
Does
if
this
we
go first
overlap,
and then you go
even if
this
we
one?
overlap it, it's fine because it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I do it
And then
this
up
way,
and
but it doesn't
over.
matter. You can overlap it.
Okay.
Okay, just like that.
The
Okay,
end part is good.
and you can put it on top. It's fine.
Oh, it's okay if it's
Yes,
like right
yeah,
on top of the others?
yes.
Okay.
And the next one is the sweet potatoes and black beans. This is the one that a lot of people like a lot. As soon as I started this
Yeah.
few months ago, I decided to do these variations, and it's like this is the best seller. It's like the sweet potato and the
man.
black beans. This is what everybody wants to have.
Why did I use my smallest one for this? I don't know. That was a bad idea.
Because you didn't know how we use this. Okay, so like this, you see?
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
awesome.
And
Okay.
then you just. Oh, I forgot.
yeah.
I forgot
What?
the tomatillos.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
And
tomatillos.
here's key lime if you
Key lime
want that
sauce.
as well.
Okay.
Do you put the green sauce on yours when you sell it in the store? The key
Yes,
lime?
yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
That's
so it's
good.
ready.
Okay, awesome.
Perfect.
Oh,
And that's
no.
it.
Oh,
We are,
no.
and when we come back, we're going to show you how to make a nice pico de gallo while she's struggling
Too
to make
full.
while she's struggling to make these tamales. We're going to the health lecture. Let's go. Okay.
Great. Good evening, everyone. If you could smell the flavors in here, oh, it smells so good. You would just love to be here. Well, tonight we're going to talk about another very important topic. If you have buried your desire to exercise with the snow that has been plaguing us for the last, I don't know, what, 5-6 months? I am the voice of your conscience tonight to help to awaken you, to remind you that exercise is great for you and that it is time to get fit. It is time to get those walking shoes out and to start experiencing the benefits of exercise once again. So we know that exercise is great for us. We know that it helps us to feel great. It helps to increase our mood, to make us to feel better, to take away our depression. Some other benefits of exercise is that it helps us to maintain our weight. It helps prevent us from getting obese or overweight. It helps to prevent or decrease the risk of dementia. And regular, moderate to vigorous physical activity has been shown to reduce the risk of breast cancer and colon cancer and several other types of cancer. So these are wonderful benefits that we need to keep in mind. Also, remember that even one bout of moderate to vigorous physical activity is going to be effective at reducing blood pressure, at improving your insulin sensitivity, at improving your sleep, reducing anxiety symptoms, and improving your clarity, the way or your thinking. It's going to help you to think clearer. Just getting outside and exercising is going to help do these benefits. So, how much exercise do we actually need? This beautiful chart that you see in front of you was made by the American Heart Association back in 2013, and it is still valid for today. So they recommend that we should get at least 30 minutes of moderate to moderate intense activity at least 5 days a week, which equals to about 150 minutes per week. That's moderate intense activity. We'll talk about what that is in a little bit. If you're someone that likes to do really hardcore exercises, then they recommend that you get about 25 minutes of vigorous activity about 3 days a week, which equals about 75 minutes per week. And in addition to moderate and or vigorous activity, they also recommend that you add some strength training into that about 2 days per week. And we'll elaborate more on that in just a little bit. So what exactly is moderate intense activity, which you should get 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day for 150 minutes per week. Exercises that are moderate intense activity includes walking briskly. It includes water aerobics. It includes bicycling, less than 10 miles per hour, playing double tennis, even simple gardening is great moderate intense activity. So how do you know that you're doing this type of exercise? Well, one way to know is that your heart rate is going to get just a beat a little bit faster, but you're still going to be able to breathe normally, and you'll still be able to talk while you're doing moderate intense activity. Another way to know is to get one of these little watches on your hand. I have a Fitbit, and it tells me what my heart rate is. So to get moderate intense activity, you're going to have to do a little bit of calculation. You need to take about the number 220 and minus your age, and that tells you simply how much, what if your activity is moderate to intense. So your moderate to intense activity would be 50 to 75% of your maximum heart rate. Maybe back up just a little bit. So to calculate your maximum heart rate, you would take 220 minus your age. So for instance, if you're 50 years old, you would do 220 minus 50 would equal 170. So that would be your maximum heart rate. So 50% of 170 would be 85. 70% of 170 would be 119. So that gives you a ballpark figure that 50 to 70% equals 85 to 119. So that would be moderate intense activity. And then vigorous intense activity is activity that you would do 25 minutes per day for 3 days a week, which equals 75 minutes per week. Such activity includes jogging, running, swimming, aerobic dancing, bicycling greater than 10 miles per hour, jumping rope, or even doing some really heavy gardening like planting trees and really doing a lot of digging when you get into that garden. That helps to increase your heart rate. So how do you know that you're doing vigorous activity? You will know. For one, you will start to sweat. Your heart rate's going to go up really fast, and you won't be able to talk as comfortably as you would if you were doing moderate intense activity. And the other way to know is to look at your heart rate. You're going to exercise at vigorous intense activity at 70 to 85% of your maximum heart rate. That would be if you were, 50 years old, your maximum would be 170. So at 70 to 85% of that, you're looking at a heart rate between 119 and 144. So running is easily going to get your heart rate up to about that amount. So, and why is it so important to pay attention to what our heart rate is? For one, if your heart rate is over your maximum, you might be pushing yourself a little bit too hard, so it's time to slow down. If your heart rate is under that maximum, you might need to push yourself just a little bit more to get that heart rate up just a little bit more so that you can experience some more benefits from exercise. So that muscle strengthening activity that we talked about earlier, muscle strengthening activities helps to improve your muscle strength, your endurance, and your power. And these activities could be as simple as carrying heavy groceries, shoveling snow, lifting up your little 2 or 3-year-old, or even climbing the stairs. Or one of my favorites to do is to take a 10-pound dumbbell or 8-pound or whatever you are accustomed to or you feel like it, and you do some bicep curls, and maybe you're going to do some squats and some other exercises that includes lifting some type of weight. And the recommendation is to do at least 8 to 12 repetitions of those type of exercises. And those are really fun to do. You'll see your little muscles start to grow, and it makes you feel really good, and it starts to get you toned. So it's really great. So when you're doing these type of exercises, you're also strengthening your bones. These type of exercises helps you to put stress on your bones and to help prevent you from getting fractures. While you're doing those exercises, you're probably going to be jumping, skipping, hopping, dancing, And even building those muscles is going to strengthen your bones also. So you get all different types of effects from exercise. And I just want to encourage you that even small increases in moderate intense activity provides health benefits. So start somewhere, get going, and do it. And I want to show you one of my favorite exercise figures. She is my inspiration, one of my inspiration. Her name is Ernestine Shepherd. In this picture, she was 77 years old. This was more than 10 years ago, so she's way up in her 80s, close to 90 right now probably. She started exercising when she was only 50. She started lifting weights, and before you know it, she became the world's oldest performing female bodybuilder by the Guinness Book of World Records back in 2010. She runs 80 miles per week. She does not take any supplements, and she is still exercising. You can find her on YouTube. She is an amazing person to encourage you and to show you that it is never too late to start exercising, and you will benefit greatly from exercise. So that's just a disclaimer. If you have any health problems, make sure you consult your doctor before you start exercising. So thank you for listening to us tonight, and I want to encourage you to get those sneakers on and get out there because the sun's going to start shining, the snow is going to melt, and it's time to get out there and exercise. God bless.
Exercise is good for you. God created exercise to make you to feel better. Yes, indeed. Exercise is good for us. I love this exercise and push-up and all those things and whatever and bicep. Okay, so are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm.
So the tamales, she have been actually Emily have been making a lot of tamales. If you can see this, guys, she's the one who did all these tamales. You see this?
I mean,
She just love it.
I do.
Yes.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Yes. Okay, I will stop there.
I
So-
was kind of teasing, but at the same time kind of serious.
Yes.
I asked, when
Oh.
you get ready to eat these, you don't eat this, right?
No, we
You
don't eat
the
this.
corn nuts.
Actually, there is a story. I gave somebody it's the first time they sing tamales, so they took the tamales
Yeah.
and they left and they told me they chewed the whole thing, the corn husks, everything of it.
Oh.
And I was like very puzzled. How do you do this?
How did you do
it?
it?
Took a while for them to eat the tamales, and they hold the whole thing. You say,
You're
wow.
like, this is a little tough, Miguel.
Yeah, and they say, how in the world people love this thing? Obviously. It's
Okay,
like,
I'm
it's-
not gonna lie. I did that the first time I ate tamales.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like
Yeah.
eating the peel of the banana with the banana.
I know, it was bad.
It was bad.
really
It's a bad
bad.
experience. Okay, so you need that also. So please, that's a good thing because people might have done this also. We'll probably do it. So open your tamales. I will show you after
Okay.
for the plate presentations how
Yeah.
to eat the tamales. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
So the Pico de Gallo, while you do this, you can keep doing this.
Okay, I'll just finish this
yeah.
one up. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so Pico de Gallo, I'm going to take some of a little bit of the onions. Pico de Gallo is just onions and tomatoes, and I like to put some poblano and serrano pepper and a little bit. Don't put garlic, but I like to put some garlic in this thing also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garlic is always good.
So a little bit of this.
Okay.
I think the Pico de Gallo will go well for over the tamales and the
Oh,
black
yeah.
beans.
Yeah,
some
because
black beans.
this
Yeah.
is cold, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
It's cold and the hot.
It's
together.
very refreshing. It's just give an extra layer of flavor to your tamales. And it's optional. You don't have to do it. You can eat your tamales just like this. You can having some black beans, Cuban black beans with it,
Okay.
and things like that. Okay, so serrano pepper. I'll take the seed. This time I'll take some of the seed off. So
It
people won't be
quite
crying.
so hot. Thank
Yes,
you.
because I know some people will be eating. Our crew would like to eat some, so I don't know if they will like some of this. Okay, take a spoon and you can stir it, Emily.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me find a smaller one.
Okay, some serrano pepper,
Okay.
and then I have some.
Beautiful.
I like to put also some poblano, a little bit of poblano, and I'm going to put some green onions. I know I defined the pico de gallo, but I put it in my version. Okay.
That's
Almost
okay.
cut myself just now.
Aye.
Almost.
Cuidado.
Yeah, I need to
Be careful.
focus on my knife. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So pretty. It's like Christmas in a bowl. I know this is early for Cinco de Mayo, but you know, that
yeah.
way you're ready when it
Yes,
comes. You can
yes,
make
actually,
this for the 5th of May.
Yes, that's a
if
very
you
good
want to
point.
celebrate.
Yes,
Okay, there you go.
that's fun.
This, I mean, this can be done anytime though, right?
Yes, it can be done anytime. Anytime you feel like going to Mexico, you can't. You just make some of this.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Taco Tuesday is
Taco
Tamales Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tamales Tuesday. Yes, indeed. Okay, some lemon.
Claro que sí.
And then
Okay.
so you can squeeze this.
Oh man, this is going to be amazing.
And salt. Let me see if I put the salt away, but a little bit of salt.
Oh, got some seeds in there. Sorry.
Put a pinch of salt there.
Okay.
And some garlic.
Ooh,
And then we have our
what
Pico
happened
de
to the
Gallo.
seeds? Oh.
Yeah, some of the lemon have more seed than others, but
Yeah, I wasn't
this one
watching.
have a lot of seed. It's okay. Don't
Just
worry
eat
about
the
it.
seeds?
We eat some seed.
No. Okay,
Okay.
pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt, some garlic,
I'm gonna-
and cilantro. I'm going to put some cilantro, and voila.
Wow.
Roughly chop the cilantro. I don't want to chop it too much. I just like to see a little bit.
Okay, we might need a bigger bowl.
I know, I have faith. You can probably put everything there. Yes. Okay.
Oh, me of little faith, I guess, right? All right, here we go. This is smelling and looking amazing.
Okay, that's look good.
Yeah. What other good sides do you have when you make tamales? What do you say? Go home and eat this with. It's kind of a one. It's kind of a
What'd you say?
pot meal. Do you like to eat it with tortilla
Okay,
chips? What do you like?
Okay, I
when
like
you
to
make tamales?
eat it with my black beans. I have a Cuban black beans that like this, so I like to eat it with this.
Okay.
Okay, so the camera can
Awesome.
see this. Okay, now let me
Yeah.
take, without
Make
burning
this.
myself, this tamales there.
Yeah.
Well, this is not coming up, so. Oh, man, I missed one. Okay. Use a spatula instead. Don't follow what I'm doing. Okay. So we have some nice black beans here. It's a Cuban black beans. It's really delicious. I think I don't know. We can put the recipe for them on the website. So put some of this there like that, just like that.
Awesome.
And the tamales, they have one. See this?
Yeah.
This is what we want. This is beautiful there.
Oh, maybe you want some of that.
Yes. Okay. So you see, you don't you open this, and this is the way.
Nice.
Yes. And maybe we cut a little bit so you can see inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You see this? This is the layer of sweet potatoes and black beans, just like that. Okay.
Awesome.
And we can put a little bit of Pico de Gallo. It's best to leave the Pico de Gallo
Should have brought in more of this.
like 15 minutes something before use it, so we can marinate into the flavor, into all this can marinate nice together. And so we can put it some, and probably more tomatoes we need to put there, some like this.
Yeah.
And you can put a little bit of the tomatillos you have there, quinoa sauce. We can just leave it like this also. Okay. You can put some on top of the beans there. Okay. And you have it, guys. This is your tamales.
Is your mouth watering? Like, so good.
This is your beautiful tamales. It's easy. 45 minutes after. Make sure you leave it for 45 minutes, an hour. 45 minutes to steam. And
Oh,
then
like to actually cook.
Yeah,
Sorry,
to
I thought you
actually
meant
cook.
on the plate. I was like,
no.
gonna-
It'd be
I'm
a
gonna eat
torture
it.
to look
No,
at this
no.
there. No, just, hey, do you want to try? Let's
that?
take a spoon and try it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Go ahead, Emily. Go ahead.
Oh.
And then you want to try this a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So so we done, and so Nadine, go ahead and
Oh.
okay, you want to try?
I thought that's what you're asking.
Okay,
Sorry.
go ahead. I'll let you try it. I don't want to try it.
You
Uh,
don't?
yeah, I want
Okay.
with I want. Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
I'll try.
Take the water soup potatoes, Emily.
This one?
Mm.
Okay.
Ooh, that tastes really good. Ooh, I'll be double dipping if I eat it.
It's all right.
But that is really delicious, people. I know that you're going to really enjoy it. I'm still chewing. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope that you were able to cook with us, and I hope that you are enjoying these delicious, or you will enjoy these delicious tamales this week. And I want to invite you to stay tuned for our season finale, which will be on May 3rd. And Chef Miguel, what will be our dishes for May 3rd?
I believe it'll be a Caribbean thing. We're trying to do it today, but I didn't want to do it today. So it'll be jackfruits, Jamaican something like this. So maybe Caribbean. We found there is something. I forgot what we are doing. We'll be going.
Well, that sounds delicious.
Okay. Yes.
I'll be looking forward to that because I'm Jamaican. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, she will be my tester.
That's
my
right.
critics. Do you have any question answer today,
So
Samuel? After
stay behind for our question and answer session, and thank you once again for joining us tonight, and God bless you all.
And we want to say, eat better, live well. Yeah. Yes, because you all natural. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Well, the jackfruit, I don't think you have done this before that. Okay, perfect. We're going to make our own homemade barbecue sauce. So. Yeah. Yeah. You can start eating if you want some. Yeah. Take. You guys want to eat
We're
something?
going to have
you can
our-
go
our
after the question
Q&A
answer. I
session.
don't know. The question answer taking.
We're going to have our Q&A session
I forgot that.
as long as we can get our comments up,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
taking a second to say the least.
I don't have a lot of food this time, but. You feel like making tamales at home if I will give it to you? Yeah. You're going to make it? Yeah. Okay, you can use those fillings. Well, for what? No, you can take this and you can. Yeah, you need to be. Is there anything
So send
for,
in your
for my
comments in the comments
kitchen?
section.
Still-
If you are watching on
No, okay. Yeah,
YouTube,
it's fine. You can keep it as long. I don't even.
we'll get to those as soon as possible.
Yes, you can. Really useful thing. Really, I'm just saying. Yeah, baby. You can use just pieces left here. I keep forgetting they don't have any. Reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. Yes. How do you call this cartoon again? That my kids love to watch this before when they were kids. Uh, Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder. Yeah. Bob the Builder. Yes, we can.
Okay. So let's start out. So where can like where can where can you like where can you buy some of this stuff? I know you can buy it all at Nature's Nest, but if you can buy a lot of the stuff at Nature's Nest, but if somebody doesn't have Nature's Nest near them, where can they go?
Oh, they can go to Myers Family Fair, Walmart. They can find these things. They can find the soy curl. The soy curl you can in a health food store. Any health food store you can find soy curl. We have it at the Nature's Nest. Yes. Country Life also. Yes.
Country Life orders, those work
yes.
great.
Yes.
And so just make sure you're sending your questions in and it's not working again.
It's not working.
We fixed it. So, do we have any questions so far? Alex? It's in the browser. Well, so what do you think so far of the food? That's great. So if you don't know already, all of these recipes are posted on our website. That's www.campcuisine.org. We've got all of our recipes from past shows and links to past shows on there. And we'll be back on May 3rd at 6:30 p.m. for our season finale. Who knows? We might have something special then, so stay tuned.
Not a lot.